Okay, so this bow is going to be a 9 ribbon bow. Let's see. And this is going to be a modified, kind of like a cross between a funky bow and a regular bow. This is going to be a combination of black and gold and white. So we're going to start off with this black ribbon. Now, what's unique about this ribbon is it has Dupont on one side and it has a royal on the other. So it is reversible ribbon, which is really great. These tend to be a little bit more expensive, but they have a lot more versatility. It's a very thick ribbon, so you want to use it kind of sparingly. Turn the lights on. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with about a 16-inch tail. We're going to go straight down in the center, you can see there, and then we're going to twist at the bottom. I find it much easier if I take my ribbon and I toss it in the floor. It just really helps me to have more ribbon to work with and just makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to go out to 6 inches. Twist, so you can see how nice and thick this ribbon is. Out to 6 inches again. Now here's where it's going to differ. We're going to cut a small tail. So this is about 6 inches long. And dovetail it. I'm just going to leave it right where that loop is. Now we're going to come back with this same ribbon. And one way that I'm going to have it so that my tails are coming from both ends is I'm going to start with my tail going in this direction. This time we're going to use the gold side. So you can see our black side is up, but we actually want the gold side. So when you are doing ribbon on your bow maker or in your hands, you want to get that twist so that the pretty side of the ribbon is going to be up. So again, short tail and trim. All right, we can just kind of leave them stacked. And we're going to go to our next ribbon. This is a sheer ribbon that has glitter on it. So when you're doing ribbons, it's great to have different textures to work with. So you can see we have a Dupont metallic texture. We have this royal glittery texture. This one also has glitter. Okay, so we're going to go back over to this side. And we are doing one loop with every one, but what we're doing is we have one long tail, one short tail. Now this is a sheer ribbon, so you can see it does take a little bit more work, but with ribbons such as sheer or silk, the most important thing is to really just take your time with the ribbon. If you just spend a little time with the ribbon, you'll find that it works just fine. You just have to be a little bit more patient. We are going to dovetail both. Okay. When you're working with a whole bunch of ribbons, like we are here, it is a great idea to use longer zip ties and to go ahead and load your zip tie in at the beginning. So I've got it underneath. Let's see if this is a better view. Well, I think that might be a better view. All right, let's try this view. Okay, so now we're going to go to a smaller ribbon. I want to go on this side because remember, we're alternating where our tails go so that we don't end up with too many tails on one side. We're still doing 6 inches. We are going to cut a small one. On the smaller one, we're going to dovetail. Okay, so you can see we have a short tail and a long tail with 2 loops. Okay, then we're going to switch back to a longer ribbon. Now this is 9 ribbons, but it's actually going to be 10 loops. So now we go back to this side. Okay. After this one, we are going to start bringing our loops in a little bit. So we've introduced a little bit of white with this one. Okay, now we want to go back to a smaller ribbon. But this time we're going to go about 5.5, so I can kind of move my ribbon and hover over it. And what you can do is take your 2 ribbons and pull them up against each other to make sure they match. So remember, we're only doing 1 loop with each ribbon. We're doing 1 long tail, 1 short tail, and we're dovetailing that short tail each time. And we're alternating where our tails go. So you can see if I pull it out this way a little bit, you can see how we're alternating our tails. Okay. So we want to go smaller, just like this one, so about 5.5 inches. You see how each time I get to the middle, I'm kind of turning my ribbon sideways to go through the middle. And then I know which way I need to twist it. We have another sheer gold. I think I need to go the other way. We do. Let's go on this side. The reason that you twist and put it in the middle is because you're going to get a much larger fluff when you do that. And if you have ribbon that has 2 different sides, you're going to have to twist it. If the ribbon is the same on both sides, you don't have to, but you will get more fluff if you do. Okay. And we're going to put, this is a 5/8 inch ribbon. This time we're going to go smaller, so about 5 inches. And this time we're doing 3. We did 3 loops. You can see right here. this will be our last ribbon. Okay, so we have to come back over to this side. We're going to do the smaller, the 5-inch, and we're going to do 3 on this one as well. The 3 makes a really nice end for the ribbons in the middle. I'm going to cut that short, and we're going to dovetail this. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to take our zip tie and go around the entire bow. And you just want to let the bow come out just using the zip tie. Now you can see where our indentation is right here. So it's very important that you hold it, because if you don't, the entire bow moves with it. Do you see that? So hold it and then move your zip tie in place. So you want to physically move it. Look on both sides to make sure that your ribbons are still stacked the way you want them to. That's in the middle. And then you can put it face down, tighten it a little. Then we can grab a pipe cleaner, place it right underneath. What's important with this bow is that you keep everything in line. It is a thick bow. You want to tighten it as much as you can. And you can see your bow's going to just look kind of flat when you start out. Okay? Alright, so we're going to first pull our tails all in the center. Make sure that they are in the center, because we want all of these tails to come down. Okay, just like that. You can see that. Let me open this up just a little bit. So all of our tails are coming down like this. Now we're going to start the fluffing process. So you can see how things get kind of jammed down in there. Can you see that? So that's what we're trying to correct with breaking the bow. So all you're going to do is take it and you're going to twist it back and forth, and then you're able to get those little creases out. By doing it back and forth like this, you loosen it up so that you can get those out. And then you can see how pretty that is. We're going to move our loops, and we're going to put our little tails kind of in between our loops like this. Okay. So that tail is almost going to become a loop like this. So you can see, whoops, I missed a few. This bow does take a little bit to fluff out. That's okay, just take your time. There we go. So that's the one on top. So I moved all of my ribbons in place where I want them. And now I'm going to fluff that side. Okay. I already have everything where I want it to be. I just have to fluff it out. So you can see how you can see the little pieces in between our little loops here. All right, so let's do this side. So I just take a minute to kind of move my ribbons in place like this. each or every other one should have a corresponding small piece. There we go. All right, so now let's fluff out this side. Each piece. So you can see in the middle, we kind of have our 3 here. I want to pull these 2 up because I want these 3 in the middle. So now you have essentially 6 in the middle. You see how nice they look kind of in the middle. Let's put this one up top. And this one as well. Okay. So you can see how pretty this bow looks. I will kind of pull y'all out after I get this done so you can see a little better. Alright, so on the bottom, we want to run our hands under and curl what we can. Okay. So I just kind of, these are easy just to kind of curl upon themselves and then pull out lightly. These you just want to kind of curl. Like that. So we'll have a combination of ones that go straight and ones that curl. All right, so let me adjust the camera so I can show you a good view. Alright, here we go. There's the bow. Look how pretty that is. That is a pretty bow. So you can see how we have our little pieces here. And we have our long pieces draping down here. See, isn't that a beautiful bow? So this one, we're going to call this the 9 ribbon bow. So if you're looking for the calculations on how much ribbon we used in this, make sure you're looking for the 9 ribbon bow. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one.